I'm just gonna say it. Ironheart is not the worst thing Marvel has produced show-wise. That honor, I think, still belongs to Secret Invasion. But like now, before I go over the bad and the mid, let me go over what I liked about the show because there are some genuine stuff here. Like I love the respect to Puerto Rico, the representation with Parker using the tats with a lot of PR representation to cover all the fucking the fucking demonic fucking marks on his back that's spreading from wearing the hood. Um, I don't think Parker or the hood in the comics is Puerto Rican, but this hood is from Chicago and from Humboldt Park, and I guess it makes sense. But if he's actually from New York, there is a lot of Boricuas in New York too. So I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. But um, something I did really like about the show is the dynamic between Parker and John, his cousin, where having the hood is having an effect on him, and John tries to help him out. He's always there to support him, and it's really nice. Even when they go ahead and butt heads, John will always be there for him. And I even like some of the dialogue between Natalie and Riri. Their dynamic is, decent here and there. It does get kind of awkward when they always like mention that she's not really real, that the real Natalie is dead, and the dialogue without that portion is all right. Um, Definitely something that like the younger generation can get more into with this show, especially those around Chicago, right? And honestly, I don't really have anything else positive to say. I guess the music was good too. The choices are cool, but honestly, as far as I know, I think that's it. I think the mom for Riri is pretty supportive and pretty nice, but she's just such kind of an asshole. So I'm like looking at her like, bro, what the fuck? Now, I just got to say, with these 3 episodes alone, it doesn't really make Riri that likable, honestly. Um, Plus, so many other head scratching factors like, what the fuck do you mean Riri is broke and can't get any support? This motherfucker had her technology literally used by the US government to advance their whole country trying to find fucking vibranium in the water, right? She has the support of Shuri and Wakanda. Like, what do you mean she has no support? And what about other people investing in her and her projects who have heard of her and know that she's of that she's a fucking genius. Of course, she had like grants and stuff like that, but there's no companies or anything trying to go ahead and invest in her or anything like that. This shit makes no fucking sense, right? Unless she specifically said she didn't want any of this and all that, right? It's just, it's mind boggling. Like, what do you mean you're broke? What the fuck do you mean she can't be supported? Even at her school, she gets upset and tries to deflect the blame to everyone else, saying that like that they don't want her to be great. Even the black lady in the room called her out on her own bullshit, right? Because she apparently hasn't made anything for the school to use and endorse or anything besides just use the resources there to build a fucking suit. Like she is working on other people's shit to make money from them, but she has like the smarts to make advancements in technology to make her the money she needs to fund her fucking project, right? Like build a company, do something, and then she's getting mad at like the school for like looking at her like, yeah, you've been here for a while, girl. Like you're not really like advancing in your schooling. And I think everybody here forgets that she's at a fucking school, right? She's at college. She's at MIT. So they're just looking at her like we're not gonna just like keep going ahead and have you here if you're not really helping us. Like it's cool that you're here, but you're not really helping us. You're taking resources from us. You're not really contributing. It felt that's what they're trying to say, is that she wasn't really contributing, and I don't know what's going on, because she had her stuff like literally used by the U.S. government. So like I don't understand what's going on here, like whether if like they're supporting the school but like the school like refuses to support her, or like there's no type of support anywhere, and they're just wondering like, hey, you haven't been going through any sort of program or anything. You're not completing your assignments. You're just focusing on your suit, taking your resources and all this and that. You're not like she wasn't going through the school process like she's done all the way up until she was 15, completing fucking high school and going to MIT. Right. She completely just said, "Yeah, I'm done with education. I'm just gonna use this place to make my suit, and that's it." So I'm like, come on now, like, like there has to be a realistic portion here. But with her suit, she wants to make the suit to help first responders and emergency units be more effective, which is fair. But the motivation is from her stepfather and best friend getting killed, which is crazy because they died from a drive-by, but we don't actually see the drive-by. We just hear the bullets whizzing around and ricocheting in the garage or whatever. And apparently the two gets killed. This is her trauma, which transfers to her new AI she makes using her brain waves. That is, you know, which recreates her best friend to a fucking perfect version that she knows is perfect for her, which is cool. But it never properly establishes like how this happens, besides an off comment by Joe or Ezekiel Stain, the son of Warmonger, saying that that doing so will most likely fry your brain. And this show has a lot of, oh, this will happen, or like, this is what's going on, without getting too much in detail, and that's it. They won't explain shit, right? But fuck, man. I'm getting too off course, but Riri has so much potential to do so much shit, make her own company, make her own shit, make her own suits, but she is stuck on upgrading her one suit to be somebody, to find her path or some shit, right? Like, she can definitely go ahead and create and make more efficient the stuff like a lot of emergency responders use, to make sure they're safe, to make sure the people they're treating or arresting, or the houses that they're taking care of is safe and safe for everybody else. There's so much she could do. But when she was buying some fucking junk, she was recruited by John, who takes her to the squad of misfits the Hood brought together to fuck over a bunch of rich people's projects, I guess, right? None of these fucking people are interested at all, or interesting at all in this crew. Like, it boggles the mind, right? The only one who was kind of funny and kind of interesting was Rampage, and he just got killed off later on for reasons, right? They are presented as like a super team, like all these other companies don't have competent people too. But oh wait, no, they don't, because they are dumbed down for the plot. Like, what do you mean? Like, they're like there's these like the Blood Twins or some fucking shit. Like, they're super athletes, so they can fight better, and they I don't know. Like, it's fucking stupid, right? It's fucking dumb. Like it's crazy too, because none of these companies have guns for some reason. Like, I know it's Illinois and it's Chicago, but guns are fucking everywhere, regardless. Like come on now. like if you go online and see all the rap videos, that's all these motherfuckers have. Like, they have some crazy shit. So you mean to tell me the companies don't have their own supply of weapons? That's bullshit. That's really bullshit. These companies don't fucking care. I also think it's fucking stupid that they want to disrupt like their massive tunnel system underground that takes you where you need to go at a high speed, like bullet trains or whatever. But apparently it's bad because poor people can't use it, or it's going to impact innocent neighborhoods. Like, how? Like how does that happen, right? I can kind of see, the poorer people not being able to use it, but how is it going to impact neighborhoods? Like, I don't understand, right? Like, tell me more about the system that you think it's a bad thing, then they should shut down. But in the end, though, it's fucking stupid because they went ahead and didn't really do anything with it. Like they didn't destroy it or nothing. They just sort of said, we're just gonna like stop this system and blackmail the CEO to give us a portion of the company and a bunch of money. And if she doesn't do it, we're just gonna blow it all up. Like at that point, you are more villains than them, because if you blow it up, if you fuck up the entire system, right, it's just gonna go ahead and make things worse for everybody else in the city. Like, it's fucking insane. It's fucking crazy, right? Like, the more you think about it, the more stupid it gets. Like the same thing with the second heist, where everything this company does here will impact farmers negatively somehow. How, Sway? How? Like, tell me how this affects them. Does it just like take away their jobs, or like does it go ahead? Like, I don't understand, because like from what I saw, they're just greenhouses in there, with a bunch of plants in them. So I don't know if they're just trying to make like a super plant or whatever, something that's more resistant to like germs and pests and all this other shit, right? And or maybe they're trying to put plants in these sort of farms and stuff, like in the middle of water, so like they could be more controlled or whatever, which is good. Like I don't understand how this negatively impacts people, right? Besides giving some already rich person more money. Like I don't understand. Like they're trying to do this Robin Hood type shit, but they'll do more damage regardless, right? It's fucking stupid. Like, I understand companies like do fuck over workforces, other industries, and so on, but there are the ones whose actions try to help other sectors of their field or coexist. Tell me why this is bad. I don't understand, right? And even if it is bad, what you might do will be fucking worse, right? Like especially in the first operation. Like, what are you gonna do? Blow up the entire system? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go ahead and sabotage it so badly that no one can fucking use it. So like, what you mean to tell me is that if you sabotage the entire underground railway underneath the city, blow it up or whatever, you're just gonna go ahead and have all that shit just happen, and just you say, oh, that's your fault, goodbye. And like what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, it's so fucking stupid. It's just dumb. They should have done some shit where like it's a bigger organization. They take it over and make it theirs, or like they use it as like a place of operations where it's so big. There's areas where like a lot of the surveillance and whatever, right, doesn't cover everything properly, or there's portions where no one will ever go because it's all automated, and they have like their tech person like hack into them to have them be authorized in the area, and they use it as their base of operations, where they have all types of energy and space to do whatever the fuck they want. That could have been interesting if they started building like that, but no, they didn't do fuck all with it, right? All right, I'm getting fucking annoyed, right? But in the show, Riri herself is so up her ass that she isn't a bad person, that she isn't a fucking thief. She literally is a fucking thief. The show quite literally has her stealing and sabotaging people as her introduction to the MCU in her own show, right? Like what the fuck? She comes across as entitled, arrogant, small-minded, disrespectful, and honestly, honest to God, kind of fucking stupid. Like the writers of the show had had to make Riri into this person for like trying to like redeem her in some fucking way, right? And or try to have like similar qualities to Iron Man in to Iron Man 1 Tony, right? Of course, Tony was catching fucking bodies. He wasn't a fucking saint in the first one, especially, but he was killing fucking terrorists and shit like that, right? In the show, Riri leaves John to die after being caught with a piece of Parker's hood. They fight, and the suit comes in. It didn't even bust it. It did not bust in. It opened the fucking door, right? And then Riri like lets him die because he knows too much. He's a loose end. They were talking about loose ends during the fight. It's fucking dumb, right? And it was a smart move. Like, am I gonna say like she shouldn't have done that, especially in her predicament? No, like it was a smart move. But this is a hero show. We're supposed to be watching here a hero in the making. This is not what heroes do. A hero leaving someone in this situation to die is no hero, especially when they can save them, and Riri didn't even fucking try. She also is the reason this whole fucked up situation happened in the first place. She thought she could go ahead and pass the metal detector sensors at the farm, and she did for a while until she used the machine a little bit too long, trying to cut the hood's like a piece of his hood, and she tripped off the alarm, and Fucking side note, all right, a facility that would go in lockdown mode fills room like oh my god, I can't speak. Um, if like a facility that goes into lockdown mode fills all the rooms with CO2 gas at the slightest hint of fucking metal. This is incredibly fucking stupid. As well as no one seeing Riri fly towards like the base as well. Like what the fuck? Like what do you mean that maybe they calibrated it or some shit. Like there's no metal here at all. What about the bullets that the security and everybody was shooting? Like they were shooting with their plastic guns or whatever. Like this is fucking Magneto, right? Like they had this whole entire situation. Like this is Magneto's own like private plant area, right in the middle of the fucking ocean. Like it's fucking insane. As soon as they brought out like the plastic guns and like they shot bullets, I just kind of laughed because I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? It's so fucking dumb. The entire base being alerted and everything getting so fucked because Riri can't just do her fucking job is insane. She is getting money. Like what she wanted, like it's what she wanted, but she had to continue to push it. Why? Because she was curious. Yeah, like that curiosity killed somebody. Now you're in a fucked situation, right? Now your buddy Joe or Zeke Stain, right, is gonna get fucked over immediately. like what is going on here? Stay in your lane, just as John said. Stay in your fucking lane, but she didn't, and now she fucked everything up. I also think it's fucking crazy and stupid that Parker just uses these heist or sabotage missions or whatever to force the owner to sign over assets, money, and partial ownership and be a partner or whatever. What do you mean? Like I'm pretty sure signing anything under duress is unenforceable, and many people have seen these motherfuckers' faces, especially Riri's, which is fucking insane. And it's not like they can't take over, like take action later. Like who wrote this shit? I also want to point out that the suit she made with her grant money malfunctioning mid-flight because she was expelled, but wasn't this made with her grant money? Like, why is the school systems allowed to take over her suit and shut it down? Like the writers did this just so they can have Riri restart from scratch, which is fucking dumb. Like she was introduced in Black Panther Forever. Why the regression? Also, the fact her mom is still in an apartment in the south side of Chicago, whatever, right? It's crazy work, right? Especially from someone who gets a ton of money and has connections to give her family and friends a better life. Unless the mom didn't want to and wants to stay in the hood, around memories and people, I'd understand that. But I'd think Riri would want to give back to her mom because she is so supportive, she's so great. But all she gives her is fucking back talk and attitude and all this fucking shit. Like, isn't she like, I don't know, like 20, like 21 or some shit, right? At this current point, and it's like intelligence doesn't equal maturity. I understand that, but goddamn, like what the fuck? But I don't know. Like it is crazy to think like the show has potential, right? Like does it make me crazy to think that the show has potential to be great? Like I don't think so. Like if they had gone with a Riri Williams who makes life-saving inventions for EMS, police, firefighters, hospitals to use, and then her ultimate idea being a suit that can protect emergency units out in the field under the most dangerous of situations to render aid would be fucking great. Have her graduate from MIT like she did fucking high school at 15. Have her intent and goals be clear and genuine. Have the trauma of her stepdad and best friend passing be the push she needs to create the perfect suit, a suit she wishes her loved ones had when the drive-by came around. They could have had her make like a similar comment to Tony, like saying she would want like a suit around her world just like anybody else. Why can't we do that to protect our people? Not a big old system or anything, but just like suits to protect the people we love during the most critical moments of their life, right? So like something like that to show the good we see, like we could see in Riri, right? Her connections to the companies who are distributing her products would have her in the limelight, and she would be really famous, and she would be there for when the Hood and his organization would be attacking a facility with armed with cybernetics and shit like that, because he does lead a fucking crime syndicate in the comics, so why not here? Like he's just some young Puerto Rican dude who just found a hood and is doing. I guess he's starting, but he can definitely do more. like, come on, I don't know if they're building that up with all his like fortune or whatever from all these heists and forcibly getting ownership and shit like that. But I don't know. It's fucking weird. But they could have had Ezekiel Stain or Zeke Stain be the guy who gave these guys cybernetics, making them stronger, and Riri stops them with her suit, which gets Zeke's attention and gives him the motivation to try a bit harder, and gives him motivation to find alternatives to fucking her up, right? The Hood would be a secondary antagonist who would be the person with the resources to physically make Riri's life even more difficult, and with all his magic and Mephisto buffoonery, whatever, right? It could be kind of interesting. I don't really have much idea what to do with the Mephisto portion. I don't even think he should be there, especially in the show itself. But whatever, right? Whatever. Like all this could have a bit more work, but be a bit more interesting than what we have now. I think right now the show, if you take it at face value and not think about it too hard, it can be enjoyable. It does have its moments, but overall, I think the more you talk about the show, the more it doesn't feel like a superhero show, but more like a, I don't know, like a not really a teen drama, but like a young adult drama with a super suit mixed into it. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it doesn't feel like a superhero show, right? These are just my thoughts on the first 3 episodes and my impressions of them. They could change by episode 6. What do you guys think of the show? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe mentally, emotionally, and physically. And yeah, like if you enjoy the video, subscribe for more. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace.